I had no idea how easy it is to steal a Chevy Silverado. Or on the flip side, I had no idea how susceptible I was to having my Chevy Silverado stolen. Round 2 of the California Rally Series Rallycross Championship. We headed up to Santa Rosa, California for my second event of the year. It should have been, I don't know, an 8-hour drive, and it took us closer to 12 hours due to horrible weather. Eric went with me. We took the enclosed trailer, ramp's all fixed now, and we got up to Santa Rosa. We camped the night before. Turns out we actually camped in the wrong spot, which explained why there was no one there. We just camped in a random field near the fairgrounds. Yeah, we got to the fairgrounds the next morning and there was weather delays. I had emailed the organizer prior to the event happening just to confirm, like, hey, the weather looks terrible, are we still doing this? And they were like, yeah, it's rally, for sure, we're still doing this. I really don't ever want to advocate for an event to be canceled, but this event, it might have been in its best interest for it not to have happened. I think the event didn't start until closer to noon, just because it was pouring rain all morning long. I had a little bit of an ego seeing how much the other cars were struggling. I thought that being that I was in a stage rally car, I would do a little bit better in the mud. Grover had been there the day prior and switched from rally tires to mud tires. Turns out Grover's mud tires are about 20 seconds faster per lap than a rally tire would be. So I thoroughly got spanked. Grover's a class act, by the way. It was raining and muddy, and my windshield wipers don't really work. Not that like Grover already didn't have a huge advantage over me, but I was like a little bit unprepared. I didn't have water to spray on the windshield, and I had like run out of paper towels to clean the windshield with. And Grover's out there helping me clean my windshield so that I can be a little bit more competitive against him. Yeah, I don't really want to play favorites in the whole rallycross circuit, but Grover is definitely my favorite competitor to compete against. He is a class act. His little rabbit is really quick. I wound up finishing 4th for the event, but 2nd in CRS points for the event, so it's whatever. Conveniently, diesel was over $8 a gallon the whole way getting there, so that like added to the fun factor. But yeah, it took just about 12 hours to get back home after the event too, so we got back basically in the middle of the night. The next day, unloaded the car, did all of the cleaning on the car. The car was so caked with mud, I had to put it up on jack stands, take the wheels and tires off, and probably spent like 2 hours with the pressure washer. Realistically, I needed to take the fenders off because there was so much mud in between the fenders and the frame rails, which I guess moving forward I really need to make fender liners for the car. I pulled the car in the shop and figured I would take the trailer and the truck back to where I keep them the following morning. So I left the shop that night at about 10:30 p.m. and it seems right around 11 p.m. someone had seen the truck and trailer sitting here during the day and came back and decided they were going to make it their own. Very luckily, they were unsuccessful in stealing it. I don't know if they jammed the ignition when they were trying to hotwire the truck, or if they did get it started and just realized that there was no diesel in it, and with as expensive as diesel was, they figured it wasn't worth it. Very thankfully, like, the car wasn't in the trailer. I didn't have really any valuables in the truck other than my like standard truck tools, which sucks. I still did basically lose all of my travel tool set along with some various other things. But yeah, that event sucked. I'm going to say that I didn't really have fun driving at the event, and I certainly didn't have fun cleaning up after it. I wound up having to have the truck towed because it was dead in the water from the damage that they did breaking into the truck. I had to have the trailer towed because suddenly I didn't have a diesel truck to tow my trailer with anymore, and I didn't want everything sitting here dead in the water for them to come back the next night and successfully take it. So round 2 was a real bummer. yeah, now I got a parking club. And you got to do a sequence to start the truck, like you're James Bond. Because if you have nice things, other people will try and take them from you. So, the moral of today's story is keep your stuff behind a gate. I don't know. Don't street park your truck and trailer. The time is now to wire up that kill switch you've always wanted. Fun fact, attempted vehicle theft is not a crime in LA County, and LAPD won't take a police report for it. They consider it vandalism of personal property, and if it's under a certain value, it flies underneath the radar. So, until they successfully steal your truck, you're out of luck, bud.